This is Amir Tsarfati and I'm live from Galilee, from Israel. This is going to be a short update, but I'm going to wait a few seconds for you to join me, okay? So again, quick update, and please share it right now so more and more people will join. It's a very important update, okay? So again, I'm outside of my house. Behind me, it's the Jezreel Valley and non-stop flights of F-16s. Takeoffs and landings from the Ramat David Air Base. And I'll wait for you to connect and let me know where you guys are from in the comments. And again, this Facebook Live will be uploaded shortly on YouTube and Telegram, YouTube, Telegram, Instagram, and of course on Twitter. But let me know where you are from, and again, press the share button right now. And I'm going to give you a very, very important update. Okay, so I'm going to wait until then. Let me see if I can see in that small screen. Okay, I see people from Mississippi and Wisconsin. I saw someone from Kuwait in the Middle East, people from Romania, Virginia, also Kansas is in the house. Wonderful. Okay, so folks, very important update. So we're entering we're at the end of the 8th day since this whole thing happened. And let me explain two things. One, I had a lot of conversations with both Israeli and US military to make it very clear to all of you. No one in Egypt, no one in Europe, no one in the US, and no one in Israel saw this coming. Get this nonsense, this junk, this fake news that somebody warned us and we decided not to listen to it. These are fake news. No one saw it coming. You have to understand that. There were indications of something during the night, as I already told you during my update, but no one saw this coming. Okay, so you understand. But now let me tell you what Hamas, Iran, and Hezbollah also didn't see coming. Okay, because no one saw it coming on our end, it was too easy, too good, and too successful for Hamas, to the point that Iran did not take in consideration that Israel is going to declare war and wipe out Hamas completely, and probably Gaza completely. And by the way, when I say Gaza, make no mistake, there's two Gazas. People think that it's just the building that you see above. No. In the buildings that you see above, there are civilians, but there's also rocket launchers. But there's another Gaza, which is under the ground. Two different Gazas. And Israel is now destroying the top in order to have a ground maneuver and then destroy the underground Gaza. Okay, so these are things you need to know. But now, let me continue. Hamas was surprised at how easy it was. And again, that tells you how much we didn't know about it. Hamas was surprised, Iran was surprised, and Hezbollah was surprised. And now, let me tell you what they were also surprised with. They were surprised with Israel just wanting to, or going all the way in to completely destroy Hamas. But they're also surprised at the U.S. response and all in all of the Western world response that is unequivocally standing by Israel and allowing Israel to go all the way. They were also very surprised to see U.S. military support. When I say military support, may I tell you, there are U.S. troops on the ground here. There's U.S. troops here, there's U.S. Special Forces, there's U.S. airplanes, there's U.S. ammunition, there's U.S. Naval vessels. The United States military is in its full presence here. And that one, Hezbollah and Iran did not see coming. What happened is that Iran was banking on Hamas. You see, Iran, another thing people don't understand, Iran doesn't fight. Iran had established the Al-Quds force to go and create cannon fodders. I mean, to create some meat for the grinder. They created proxies that are made of people from Yemen and Pakistan and Afghanistan and Iraqis and you should name it. These are not Iranians. And Iran trained them and equipped them and armed them and financed them. Because Iran does not. This whole thing is so Iran will not fight, but everyone else will fight for it. And the first people Iran wanted to slaughter or to offer on the altar of annihilation of Israel were the Palestinians, as always. They're the cheapest blood they can, Iran can find around. So now they just sacrifice the Palestinians, and they're keeping Hezbollah in the north to be their vest to protect them. That's why they're not using the Hezbollah right now. I mean, there's American troops. They do not want Hezbollah to be completely wiped out the way Hamas is being right now. And that's why there's no war with Hezbollah right now. There's U.S. forces to make sure that there's no war with Hezbollah right now. My point is, the U.S. presence surprised them. And now, actually, they need Hezbollah to stay and not to be wiped out. This is why all we have is little skirmishes along the border, rocket here, rocket there, but there is no full-out, war between the two. And by the way, it serves our purpose. First Gaza, then Lebanon. After that, we take care of the rest. But you understand that in the short run, they had a great victory, but in the long run, Iran is losing assets because he never thought that Israel is going to go all in and annihilate Hamas and destroy Gaza. That's what they didn't take in consideration. So now, if from some reason Hezbollah will declare war as well, it is no longer a regional war between two powers, Israel and Hezbollah. It is going to be a mini world war with America and Iran and Russia and all of that. Now, why am I saying that? Because, a lot of people, especially in the prophecy community, they're asking themselves, rightfully so, is that the Ezekiel war? And I'm saying no. It's not for one reason. America is on our side, not just in declaration, but on the ground. This is not what Ezekiel was telling us about. So, what's going to happen? I know one thing. I know that as long as American troops are here, Hezbollah is not going to fight. And as long as Hezbollah is not going to fight, we're dealing with Hamas right now. And the way we deal with Hamas right now will show everyone around that may have this idea that Hamas the same one that Hamas had, maybe they will think twice before they do it. Now, having said that, once our enemies will see that America is not there for us, instantly they'll come against us. And that is why I keep telling people, in order for the Ezekiel war to take place, there is Damascus that has to be wiped out, and there's America that has firm world power. How? I don't know. Inside, from outside. You know, there's so many options, because right now the American policy literally allowing all options to be potential. But it has to happen. And if you think that they're going to start a major war with us when the US is here, you have the answer right now. I'm going to finish here. This is a short update, very important one. Please send it to anyone possible, and be careful. Do not share fake news as if anyone knew about this in advance and, God forbid, even wanted it. The only ones who knew about it are the terrorists, and they wanted it. When you insinuate that the other side knew about it and wanted it, you're actually helping the narrative of the Nazi Palestinians, the Nazi Hamas. I don't know if you can hear, there's a lot of aircrafts flying above me. You know, shortly we're going to hear more takeoffs and landings all night long. Israel has announced that shortly a ground invasion will take place. And again, if you're smart, you only start a ground invasion when you know that nobody's waiting for you above the ground. So that is why we told the Palestinians to move and leave. By the way, there's a big lie of the Palestinians that is echoed by some Christians as well, as if Israel told the Gazans to leave and then Israel bombed their convoys. No. Go to my Telegram channel and you'll see that actually it was a Palestinian explosion. It didn't come from the air, it actually came from the ground. And the Palestinians are roadblocking all the routes that are leading down south. They want Palestinian civilian casualties. They do not love their people. Hamas could care less about people. All they care about is preserving power. And they'll do whatever it takes to preserve their power right now, because they're about to lose it. What else I wanted to tell you is that I also posted a video that shows you that all of those innocent civilians in Gaza are cheering up every time a barrage is fired towards Israel. Now, let me tell you something. Mobilizing population from one place to another during a war in order to protect them is not a war crime. But launching rockets from populated civilian area towards populated civilian area is a war crime. And this is exactly why Hamas is committing 2 war crimes. And while Israel is asking the civilians to move to the south so they will not get hurt. It's another thing you have to remember when you hear the fake news. More and more images are emerging of burned bodies and burned children. I even posted on Telegram a baby a little child that was handcuffed and then burned alive. And we found the burned body with the handcuffed. It's even calling them Nazis is a compliment, I think. What they did is above and beyond what we can even imagine. And what they're getting now is not even close to what they deserve. So, again, I want you to stay in touch, follow the news on Telegram with me. And again, stay away from fake news. fake news about Israel knowing about it in advance, fake news about Egypt warning us about it, fake news about Israel is committing war crimes and gassing the Palestinians. These are fake news from the house of the Palestinian Nazi propaganda. Stay away from it. Do not echo it. Anyone who's sending you that, block them. Don't even engage in any conversation, because they will flood you with more and more and more theories that they are now creating. I even posted on Telegram how they're using plastic dolls, look like babies, and they spread something red like blood, and they're using plastic dolls as if babies are hurt from Israeli explosions. And in one of the videos, it was so clear that there's plastic dolls that they took it down, but it was too late. We already captured it, and it's on my Telegram channel. So whatever I post on Telegram is something that I cannot post elsewhere, because if I will post it elsewhere, I will be flagged. So go to my Telegram channel. The last thing I will tell you about Telegram is there are many fake Telegram channels using my name. The only Telegram channel is the one with over 400,000 subscribers. Do not follow others, because what the others are doing is they're faking, they're pretending to be me, and soon enough you'll get requests for money for some crypto accounts, and they will also give you fake news as if it's from me. My only Telegram channel has more than 400,000 followers. That's the only one you need to follow with my name. Everything else, there is one channel with 12,000 people. There's 12,000 people who think that they are actually watching my channel, and they're not. It's a fake, it's someone imposter. So just make sure that when you follow it, it's the channel that has over 400,000 subscribers. All right, listen, thank you. God